Welcome to the Foxhunt guide for the hard course of the brand new 25th release, Ice Lair. This one helps tell the story of quite what's happened to the lair since the day course, so good to fill out some of those details. Anyway, we begin with the very first clue, which is always on hole number 1. And this time it's this little radio we're looking for. Good morning, trusted agent. Your mission is to infiltrate the Arctic stronghold of Svetlana Celsius. She has been quiet for too long, and it's the quiet ones you have to worry about. First, gain entry through the blast door and ascend the cargo lift. Find your next directive tucked away somewhere in the anteroom. So as instructed, we're going to head over to the lift at the opening. And when you ride it down, eventually you'll get to the bottom, and we're looking at these pillars on the right hand side. There's a little cutout in each of them, and in the middle one you can see our next radio clue. The next room appears to be generating a lot of heat for a freeze ray laboratory. Investigate one of the heat sources. So just one to find in the next room. As we make our way through, we have a heater immediately on our left hand side, and there is the clue. Heat lamps. For what dastardly purpose is the Queen of Cold hoarding these? Find 9 more activated heat lamps throughout the rest of the base, aside from the 3 in this room. So we have 9 of these heat lamps to find. 3 are in this room, but we're not looking at any of those. So heading outwards, the next heat lamp can be found from hole number 6. We make our way down there, just beyond these steps. There is the first of them. And as we work our way through the course chronologically, on the left is the second. We can then shortcut this next part by flying across, as we don't encounter another heat lamp until this room. There it is on the right hand side. Once we've collected that, we're going to continue on. We have this nesting room on the right hand side, nothing from that one, but we can see this one's activated. Give him a tap. Just around the corner we have our next. Into the large meeting room, there's a couple in here. One of my favourites on the left down here is the sunbathing puffin. That's 6. Over on this chair is another heat lamp. And so when we make our way beyond these, out of this room, immediately on the right is another heat lamp. And then finally, just over here by hole number 12, I think it is our 9th heat lamp. They appear to be ordinary heat lamps. Curious. Let's find out whether Svetlana's giant freeze ray is still operational. Follow the blue cable to its input console and hack her password. So the blue cable it references is attached to the giant freeze ray. So if we send ourselves down by hole number 16, we can see of these 2 cables, there is a blue one heading up to that control room. That control room is actually found around hole number 3 and 4. So if you take yourself down there, probably best actually to go to number 4. Anyway, there's the window we could see a moment ago, and here, as we see, the cable comes up into this console, and there is the password. Readouts confirm the weapon is still live, but control has been rerouted to another console. Follow the yellow striped cable this time and enter the password. So looking for a different cable, which is not quite easy to spot from the window, we take ourselves back to Giant View and teleport down to just on the left hand side. We can see there is the yellow striped cable, so we need to follow that to see what it's connected to. Up there it goes through the wall, so we're going to go through this door and follow it along the ceiling and down by these 2 control consoles. Now I pull back on the left one, but it's actually on the right, but you'll get it with either. Oh dear, At the desk below the underwater window, Svetlana seems to have met with a freeze ray accident. No wonder she's been under our radar. Search the body for any clue as to what happened. So we're not heading far for this one, as we can see over by the window. So make our way down the steps, over towards the desk, and there is Svetlana just chilling out. And the book is the next clue. Diary of Svetlana J. Celsius, February 10th. Soon the short-sighted snobs of Lair will be sorry for expelling me, especially Caldwell, that imperious lech. My giant freeze ray is far more powerful than his big dumb laser robot, and soon he will shiver in fear. And we now have a picture clue pointing at the freeze ray, and interestingly we see the character from Laser Lair being brought into the story now. Anyway, onto Giant View, and you can actually see, if you look carefully, the clue from here, but teleport down to the front left side of the freeze ray, and down there is the next clue. February 18th, 8 reactors. Finally we have enough to power the ray's ignition. The Puffins, my minions, have been working double shifts on the reactor room project, but I cannot let them rest now, not when my cold revenge is almost ready to be served. Bit of foreshadowing on how hard the Puffins are working. Anyway, we have a picture clue, and this is the walkway around the reactors, and we have an X marking the spot. The reactor room, of course, is down by hole number 7. There, if we look straight out towards the flag and match the picture to the room using the steps as a guide, we know it's going to be over towards the right-hand side. So we'll follow the path to make our way round there, and eventually, as we get to the corner marked on the picture, we see the next part of the diary. February 19th. The Puffins refuse to report to their stations without an extra ration of fish for the day. For their own good, I must tell them I have no more to give, even though I totally have a ton more fish in one of the basement storerooms. So if you've not already explored these storerooms, they are very, very funny. I'd recommend checking out the detail in them. They are located in the main freeze ray atrium, and this is the one on the right, just by T-box of 16. We make our way in, we've got some funny details. We've got the ice hockey Puffins, who have made a little course using the broken ice cream machine. We've got the sushi, and then on top of these boxes of fish, we have the diary. February 21st. Something is different with the Puffins. When I order them to work lately, they just stare. Did the radiation from the reactors make them more aggressive or more intelligent? The diary stops there, and the page is completed with 3 crudely drawn Puffin heads. So this is a logo you might have spotted already. It's the main change you see between the night and the day course if you've been paying attention. So for the first of these, we can head to hole number 2. And as we look up where there used to be an ice logo, there is now a red Puffin logo. There is the first of the clues. So we've got 2 more to find. The next one we will see in the meeting room at hole number 10. This time it's on the right-hand side. So that's 2 out of the 3. And then for our third and final one, we need to head down to hole number 14. And this is where Svetlana is frozen in place, and above her she has been replaced with a Puffin. My god, the Puffins are in control of the base agent. The Puffins! Get out of there! Check in the submarine hangar for possible means of escape. We are looking for 3 here: Puffins on the nuclear sub, Puffin on the platform truck, and Puffin in the track loader. So as instructed, it's the submarine hangar we're looking for, and that hosts hole numbers 11 and 12. If we go to the T of 11, then we have one of the 3. So that's the platform truck done. Making our way over the bridge, we have, of course, the submarine Puffins. And then finally the track loader. We want to go over this final bridge to the left, and there is our last one. They are everywhere, and they are legion. I don't understand how, but the Puffins have contacted our organisation and they have made demands. They want you to gather 10 raw fish as tribute to what they are calling the new Puffins Republic, and then they will consider letting you cross their borders. So, clearly the Puffins are in control now. We have 10 raw fish to find, and I'm going to do these in chronological order as they appear through the course. So the very first of these, we go to hole number 1. Once we're there, look over on the left-hand side, and we can see the first fish. So that's 1 of 10 done. We're going to continue onwards, taking the lift down These are fairly easy to see when you're in the right area, which is helpful. Down on the right hand side by hole number 2 is our second fish. Moving on to the third, on top of this ice block with the puffin inside it, there is fish number 3. For number 4, we are going to head over to the same locker that hosts one of the lost balls. Spoiler alert. Check we've got permission to go past the guards. Okay, next one is by this puffin on the right hand side. Okay, now we're going to make our way down the steps. Soon we're going to come to probably one of the hardest, the one that most people will have missed. Not this one, this is fairly clear, but immediately after, so that is 6, we want to look straight up these steps. It's a little bit off the course. There is our fish. So continue round to make your way out of this room, past the little radiation suit puffin, along here, through the door, up the steps, and then take a right where there used to be a puffin buried. There is our next fish. So a couple more to find. The penultimate is in the meeting room down by this sign that we've collected earlier on in the Foxhunt. And then for our final one, it's actually very close to where we read the last clue, but I wanted to do it in chronological order just so you could check off if you were missing any of them. So head back round to the puffin on the truck loader. And there at the end of the hangar is our 10th fish. Good. Now deliver the fish to their puffling nest. Make haste, agent, and touch nothing else. I don't want to risk an international incident. So the nest is another detail we've seen from the Lost Ball hunt. That can be found over by hole number 9. And just inside here, if you pull back on the thumbstick in the center, you bring up the clue. Like any creature, the puffins simply wish to raise their young ones in peace without the snow boot of oppression at their necks. I think we have no choice but to respect that. Svetlana is neutralized, the fortress is under new government. Let us hope they don't figure out how to operate the weapon at its heart. Make your way outside to the extraction point, the highest point on the ice island. So there we have it, Svetlana has been fully overthrown and the puffins are now in charge and we're going to leave them to it. So the extraction point from Giant View we can see at the top there, but what's quite nice I think is if you teleport to this first flare you see and follow these stakes up, you can see the walkway that's been marked out. Once you get to the top you've got a couple of maybe details from Journey to the Centre of the Earth which I like as a callback, and there sitting down by the tools is our final radio clue. The puffins wished for you to take this away, a token of their former master and a reminder of her fate, the Cold Queen's frozen putter. Congratulations on surviving a dicey mission, Agent. We can close the book on the Arctic stronghold of Svetlana Celsius. Strike that, the new Puffins Republic. And there we have it, that's the end of the fox hunt, and of course we get our Ice Lair themed putter. So as you'd expect, lots of ice, lots of sharp angles in this one. Really good fox hunt to tell the story of what's happened as well, but let's give this putter a try over on hole number 3. So we can see the end of it now activated, as you'd expect, very ice themed. Let's give this one a test, as is tradition. Oh, I think maybe this one's faulty, that couldn't have been me. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this fox hunt. Thanks for watching. Please do leave a like if this has helped you get to your club. Please do leave a comment if you've got anything to say about this one. I really do like this course, but I'm sure there'll be lots of opinions, so please let me know what you think of it. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks to those that have. It's a tremendous help to see the numbers we've got to. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you out on the course soon.